If you're a auto shop owner, then I'm going to line out why you probably should not build your own website. Now, bear with me because I'm going to tell you why maybe you should build your own website and go over that situation near the end of the video. So, if you are thinking about building a website for your shop because you realize that having a website can help your shop look more professional, and there's also all sorts of benefits with local search engine optimization, so that if somebody Googles you or Googles a type of service that you want to offer, like AC recharging or brake jobs near me or BMW mechanic near me, then with that website and with local SEO, you can actually show up higher in the search results, both on Google search and also in Google Maps. So with that aside, I want to ask you a question. And my curiosity is, have you ever had a customer come into your shop who decided to DIY a project because they saw a video on YouTube and the guy showed in the YouTube video, oh, look, it only took me 20 minutes to do this repair. Or maybe the video was 20 minutes long. And so the guy, your customer, said, looks easy enough. I could probably tackle that thing. And lo and behold, it took your customer 5 times as long as the 20-minute video. And they had to go out and buy a bunch of specialty tools, or maybe they had to buy extra parts because they broke or lost or installed them incorrectly and then had to get a new gasket or a new seal, when they could have just come to you and you could have completed the job in a day, and it would have cost them less in total time spent and also just headaches to have you do the job professionally. And maybe you would even offer a warranty to said customer because you offer warranties if you do the installation yourself. So the reason I bring this up is because you no doubt have mechanically savvy customers who could probably rebuild an entire engine if they had the right YouTube video and if they had enough time to do so. But the reality is that if they're going to be rebuilding an engine and they've only done it never, right? They've never rebuilt an engine before, or maybe their Uncle Joe has rebuilt an engine, and so they're going to have Uncle Joe's help. And so they're going to take on the task of rebuilding an engine. And in that process, they're going to take at least twice as long to rebuild an engine as the spec sheet says. And they're probably going to have to go buy or borrow multiple tools in order to get the job done. They might not even buy all the right parts to begin with, right? They're going to be getting all these parts onesie, twosies, and they're going to get halfway through the rebuild and realize, oh, shoot, I got to go back to the parts store again. And then when it's all said and done, they're questioning to themselves, did I do it right? Is it going to last as long? I think I did it right. I think everything looks right. Uncle Joe signed off on it and said it was good to go, so we should be okay. But the reality is that they could have just hired you to rebuild the engine. You would have had it done professionally. You would have had the heads resurfaced. You would have made sure everything was in spec. You would have replaced any parts that looked slightly worn out, whereas this customer may not have the eye for detail and to see that, oh, you know what? This cylinder sleeve looks a little wore and we need to replace this. Now, full disclosure, I have never rebuilt more than a small engine, so I could be totally wrong here. But the analogy is pretty similar because the reality is that there's a zillion YouTube tutorials out there on how to create a website, and I'll probably be even launching one myself to help anybody who's just starting out. But there's going to be a lot of nuances that you're going to have to pick up, and maybe you won't pick up the first time you build your website. And you're also going to spend a lot of time getting frustrated or even just learning, like, what the heck platform do I build on, right? So you're going to be weighing all of those options. And then you're also going to have to learn local search engine optimization. And you're going to have to learn how to make it look good on mobile and make it easy to use and user-friendly. Then you got to get pictures. You got to start writing content. All of these things really add up. And if you're slammed at the shop and you've got a parking lot full of cars, you've got ROs stacked up at the service writer's desk, and you don't go home until like 7 o'clock at night and you work weekends in order to get all the jobs done. Or maybe you just, like to go home at 5 o'clock and enjoy the evening at home and actually enjoy a weekend off. Then maybe you shouldn't build a website. Also, if you hate computers, like, don't torture yourself in order to build a website. On the flip side of that, though, if you're just starting out and you've got more time than money, you just opened up your shop like last week, and you are just like waiting for the work to come. You're trying to drum up business. Then sure, like, go for it. Build something to just get some traction going, just get some momentum going. But otherwise, I mean, ask your tax accountant. But as far as I know, having somebody build your website is a tax deduction for your business. So if you're going to be giving that money to the IRS anyways, you might as well spend that money on helping build your business, right? So if you are trying to decide if you should build a website or not, or if you should, pursue finding somebody to build a website, there's a whole slew of, options out there as far as hiring somebody. But if you are thinking about, dipping your toes in, I do have this free cheat sheet here, which let me just make sure that you can actually see what's going on here. So this local SEO cheat codes, you can download this completely for free. It'll help you learn a little bit about local search engine optimization and what goes into actually ranking you higher in the search results on Google and in Google Maps. You can get that at the link down below or at tryleadinglocal.com/codes. And again, that's completely free. You can download this and you can use it as a checklist for yourself, or just to make it so that you know what it is that you're going to be hiring for, and maybe decide if this is something that you want to do or not. If you have any questions at all about anything that I mentioned in the video, let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know, are you going to DIY it, or are you going to outsource it and write it off for your taxes? Let me know. I'd be thrilled to find out what the ratio is of shop owners and if they decide to do it or not. I'm going to guess most of you would rather work on a car than work on a computer, but that's just my gut feeling. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. Hope you all have a great one. We'll talk soon.